Alejandro and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body is shit right now. I'm sore. Yeah, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
Well, you look to be in fantastic shape, and it's great to see you up
Thank
here.
you.
Jake, how hard was it to put this fight together, to get him to agree to fight you? It sounds like he was game from the jump, but how hard was it?
Yeah, no, he was game. I think he's always wanted to do this. This has been a long time coming. We've been calling each other out for years, and we finally got to make it happen on Netflix, the biggest platform in the world, and things just keep on getting bigger and better. The co-main event, I mean, this is quite literally history that we're looking at right here, and Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war, and so I respect that. I respect them for taking
Jake a lot, you know, but once he's in that ring, you have to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
The sentiment seems to be that, Jake. Every person that I speak to who's around kind of my age says, I hope Mike Tyson, for lack of a better word, beats you the hell up, right? I mean, just like completely ends your boxing career. Do you sense that sentiment from the public as well?
For sure, I think it's 50-50, you know. I truly believe that there's a lot of people who, you know, see me as an arrogant asshole, which I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out, but at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike.
What about this deal with Netflix? How did this come about? Unprecedented, never before. This is their first entry into the world of live combat sports. How did you and Nikisa get it done?
Yeah, look, it's most valuable promotions that have been changing the game since we came into the promotional business, and we just continue to level up and do things differently and see gaps in the market that no one else has identified. And we wanted to work with Netflix. They liked the idea and see the vision in what we're building, what type of events we can put on. And this is quite literally the biggest fight of the 21st century because of the fact that it's Mike Tyson versus me, but also the fact that it's in 700 million households, Netflix, for free for everyone who's a subscriber to watch.
Tremendous stuff. And of course, the media and the fans in attendance will have an opportunity to talk to these gentlemen, so have no fear. I do want to ask a question or two to the champ, Katie Taylor, the pride of Ireland. Always great to be in your presence and looking forward to your return. This is such an interesting fight because, you know, the hardcores, Katie, at first weren't quite sure what to make of it all. And then you and Amanda got put in the co-main event slot, and everyone was like, wow, how did this happen? What an incredible opportunity for you guys in women's boxing. How did it reach your doorstep? How did this all come about?
Well, I just got a phone call from my manager, Brian, a few weeks ago saying I was going to be on the same card. One of the things last year my want to achieve in this
fight. He wants the war, and so I respect everyone who's
icon of the sport, a legend of the sport, and this is just incredible.
She has a friend of mine, one of my pigeon friends in Ireland named Kevin McKinley, is a good friend of ours, and he was telling me to say hi to her.
Wow. Is this the first time you guys meet?
Yeah.
Wow. These are two legends in their own right, meeting for the first time on the dais of a card that you're both going to be competing in.
And he's just your legend and icon of the sport. And I grew up, I fell in love with the sport in the 90s, and that Mike Tyson was the biggest name in boxing during that time. He was ferocious. It's super exciting to watch, and he's a real historian as well. I love your knowledge of boxing. I love listening to you speaking, and I just cannot believe that I'm sitting next to Mike Tyson right now. I'm pinching myself. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You and I both. Mike, there was once a time where Katie had to dress up as a boy because being a youngster in Ireland, women's boxing wasn't allowed. That's how determined, that's how much she wanted this, and now here she is on this platform.
That's why she has the belt.
Yeah, that's right. Now, of course, this fight is at 140 pounds. How do you feel at this weight? You got the big win over Chantel Cameron. You avenged the loss as opposed to your more traditional 135-pound weight.
Yeah, I feel really good at this weight. I think it's lots of women fighters do go up and down the weights, and so I do feel very, very strong at this weight. The last fight myself and Amanda fought, it was an epic fight. It was an iconic fight. It was in front of 20,000 people in Madison Square Garden. It felt like the whole of Puerto Rico and Ireland were there in the stadium during that night. And now we get to do it again in front of 100,000 people. This is amazing for the sport. Live on Netflix, just thank you so much to MVP for giving us this opportunity. This is absolutely iconic.
It surely is. Let's talk to your opponent now, the pride of New York and Puerto Rico, who I have to say, of all the fits up here, Amanda, I love the Patrick Ewing jersey that you are rocking. Let's go Knicks, baby. Big game tomorrow night, but massive fight for you on July 20th. First, the last time we saw you, a heartbreaking scene, I know, in Puerto Rico. Could you tell us, how are you feeling? Any issues with the eye anymore?
No, I'm 100% fine. It was the eyelid. It wasn't the eyeball. So I'm completely fine. So I'm good. And ready to go July 20th. I want to thank everybody, MVP, my trainer, Jordan Maldonado, Netflix, everybody, even Katie Taylor's team, for making this happen. You know, I'm super excited. We're going to be fighting in Jerry's World. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to July 20th. I become a 2-division undisputed champion. What more can I say?
Yes, and the press I'm getting to you, don't worry, I know you're not just here to hear me ask these great people questions, but I did want to ask you this question because that fight on April 30th, 2022, you know, I think March 8, 1971 is maybe the most iconic date in the history of MSG boxing. That's Ali Frazier won. I think what you guys did on April 30th, 2022 is up there. That's one of the greatest scenes that I've ever been able to witness and experience. And I felt like over time, we were moving further and further away from the rematch because you were doing your thing at 126 and the 3-minute rounds, and now she's at 140. And so was there a point where you thought you may never get a chance to avenge that loss to Katie?
I think it was always going to happen because Katie's and my name is always going to be attached to each other no matter what. And I'm glad to be a part of this, to be alongside with Katie Taylor. You know, she's a great champion. But we're going to go out there and prove to the world that we deserve this platform, we deserve the pay that we're getting, and that women can fight. And we're going to give, I think, a better fight, the rematch, because now she knows how to lose. I don't like losing. We both don't want to lose, so we're going to go out there and give it our all. And it's truly an honor. I want to say, I never thought that I would be saying I'm fighting on a co-main event with Mike Tyson. It's truly, both these men up here truly inspire me in my sport. Jake, obviously, is my manager, and he's helped me completely change my life, my career. So I am truly honored to be on this card.
Amazing stuff. If you happen to be a new fan of the sport of boxing and you didn't see their first fight on April 30th, 2022, please do yourself a favor before July 20th and watch that first fight. One of the greatest fights, men or women, that I have ever seen. Incredible stuff. And if the rematch is even half as good, we are in for something special. All right,
yes,
let's take some questions from the media. Raise your hand if you have questions for any one of these fighters, and then they will bring you over to the microphones on the left and right of the beautiful venue here. I will wait for the queue. We have a queue forming up. This is so great. I see a lot of luminaries in attendance. Hello, Logan Paul. Welcome. Yes, I don't know if I was supposed to say hi to you. I didn't mean to blow your cover. Good luck against Cody Rhodes. I'm looking forward to that. All right, do we have... Okay, there you go. You're up first.
Ryan Bagdikian, House of Highlights. Jake, what do you say to people who say you're not good enough to box against a boxing legend? And Mike, what do you say to people who say you're too old to be fighting?
Why don't we start with Mike? Go ahead.
I think the people that said that wish they were up here. Because no one else can do it. Who else can do this? Who else can shut the sporting world down? No one else can do it. So we got the both of us, and we're going to do this. And we're friends. There's no doubt it's friends, but in that ring, we're not going to be friends. That's just what it is.
Yeah, a lot of people are doubting me. You know, I go onto the Instagram comments and I see them all saying, if Jake wins this fight, it's rigged because of how incredible he looks. Age doesn't matter. Age is just a number. He's a killer. He's a warrior. He's been doing this his whole entire life. So it's second nature to him. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've been doing it at a super high level. But on July 20th, I'm going to show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong, and show that I will be the one doing the killing.
By the way, how much you weigh these days?
Heavy. Big boy. 230s.
Damn. All right. That's more than usual.
A heavy section.
Keith? Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, Ariel. My question, Keith Eidig from Boxing News. My question is for Mike and for Jake. There seems to be some discrepancy as to who wanted the modified rules with the bigger gloves, shorter rounds. Could both of you address that?
I wanted the shorter rounds because I wanted more